Guys, I'm gonna be real with you. I have already filmed this video once, but I didn't have the microphone on. So, welcome to my January favourites. I'm gonna be really good at this time because this is my second time through. I hope you guys are having good weeks. I'm excited to share my favourites with you. This is kind of a culmination of December and January because I didn't do a favourites in December, but I've got so many nice things to share with you and I'm really excited. So let's get on with the first one. The first item is actually a beauty item. I picked this up in New York when Steve and I were there in December for like 2 days. Our hotel was right opposite Sephora, which is really handy. Every time we go to the US, I have to visit. I just browse. I don't normally buy that much stuff. I just love going in there and seeing all the makeup brands you can't get in the UK. I was served by a really nice guy in there. I don't normally wear like full-on full coverage foundations. I'm more of a CC BB cream kind of girl. And he did that thing where they, I don't know if you guys have ever seen it, but they actually scan your skin and then they basically bring up all the brands and what CC creams match your skin color, which I thought was amazing. So I ended up going for this one, which is Urban Decay Naked, I think it's Naked Skin. Yeah. It is a hybrid complexion perfector. Basically, it means that it color corrects any kind of like off-balance colors on your face. So say you've got bags under your eyes or you've got a spot or something like that. It's a really good one just to make you look a little bit fresher. It's also SPF 20, which means that I used it a lot in Cape Town, and it's good to just like whack on in the morning and just kind of look like you kind of haven't got any makeup on, but you've got makeup on. And it's really good in the sun as well. So I've been using this like on my everyday and then been using it as a primer under like fuller foundations when I go out at night. But it's really nice and it's really soft when you put it on, so it doesn't feel like you're caking anything on. It was really good. Thank you, matey, in the Sephora shop. My next one, which I didn't think about when I picked it up, is actually another Urban Decay one. I picked this up maybe last August and I found it the other day. You know when you buy something and then you like put it away for storage and then realise that you've actually never used it. So this one is the Urban Decay Ravenswood Cream Lipstick. It's like a pinky nudie colour. I've been wearing loads of nude lipsticks and I just got to the point now where it's like I love a nude, but I kind of feel like I want a little bit more colour. I am not great at applying red lipstick to my lips. Somehow I end up drawing it on my skin and it's not good for me on an everyday basis. So I really like ones that are kind of like less intense colour but still look like you've got a little bit of colour on your lips. This is really good. My last beauty item is actually a perfume from Le Labo. I bought this probably about 3 years ago and it lasted me maybe nearly a year and I haven't bought it since. And the other day Steve and I went up on a shopping trip to Soho and we ended up going in the Le Labo shop. Even if you don't buy anything, you should go in the shops. They look like old apothecaries and they smell amazing. So even if you just wander around smelling everything, it's worth it, I promise. Also the staff are really nice in there as well. What I also like is they make the perfumes on site, which means that the perfume is as fresh as it can get. Whereas obviously some perfumes you'll buy off the shelf, they could have been sitting there for like 2 months or something. So I feel like this perfume, the scent lasts way longer when you wear it and you don't have to spray as much. It is quite expensive. It's not tested on animals and everything's as natural as you can get it. I really like supporting brands that are kind of aware of what they're doing. So I got the List 41, I'll put the link down below. It smells floral but not like too flowery. It's just really nice and a great scent if you're kind of like want to wear something in the day and then you're going out in the evening. It's not too overpowering but it's still there. You still smell like you're obviously wearing a really nice perfume. Go check it out, even just to smell the store. It's really nice. My next one is actually a practical one. Recently I've been out and about way more and I've been using my phone, obviously, as you do. And when Steve and I were in New York, we were out all day and our phones were like on 10% and we needed to get somewhere. So we actually went into an Apple store and got this, I think, well, I don't know what they're called. I will put the link down below, but it's called a Mophie, well, it's made by Mophie and it's a power pack. And the great thing about this is you obviously just pick up the box and then it's already got the lead in it. So you're literally just picking up your power charger or power pack and you don't have to worry about forgetting your lead. This charges my phone 4 times. So basically I could charge it up at the beginning of the week, have it in my bag all week and charge my phone up to full 4 times during that week without having to charge it again. This one is a lifesaver. So if you're looking for a new power pack for your phone, which is ridiculous because when you had like Nokia's, they lasted a week. But if you use your phone loads and you're out and about all the time, I'd really recommend getting one of these. It's a lifesaver. Okay, my next items are a pair of slippers. They were a Christmas present from Steve. I was looking at a website called Truva. I don't know if you guys know about it. It is an amazing website for independent retailers. It's just a great website if you're looking for a unique present for someone that they might not find anywhere else. So, okay, I think these are like a love or hate item, but these are my slippers. I love them. They're really fluffy and they're made by a group of ladies in Poland, and when you buy them, there's a set of 4 colours on the website, but basically when you buy them it's a lucky dip what colour you get. I think it's brown. Yeah, I ended up with brown, and then each one has the little embroidered details on the front. But they're so comfy and so warm. I love them. They might not be the chicest, but I love them. My next item is also a pair of shoes. However, these ones I can go outside in. They are these Nike Air Force Ones. The day that we went up to London shopping, I walked past these in a shop and I was like, Steve, I think I really like those shoes. And he was like, I'm so impressed that you like Air Force Ones. And I didn't even know what they were. I just really like the color. They come in pink and they also come in blue. I obviously got the blue ones, but I thought they're just such a great shoe for spring. If you wear them with a light pair of jeans and like a white shirt or something like that, I think they'll be really nice. Also, the 90s chunky heel is really flattering on your legs. I think it's something about the chunky platform, and then obviously I just pair it with like skinny jeans. So yeah, I'd really recommend these. Okay, so my next items are pieces of clothing, mainly tops, also mainly black, and I'm not quite sure why. So my first one is actually a jumper from Zara, and it is covered, if you can see, in little pearls. I love it. I'm gonna lean back so you guys can see it. It is 3/4 length. It's really, really soft, and I've been loving pairing this with mum jeans just because it gives you a bit of a feminine top part. I feel like mum jeans are really great and I love them, but I feel sometimes slightly less feminine in them. I don't know why, I just feel like a bit less girly in them, I think because of the cut. So I kind of like to pair things that are kind of more girly on top. My next jumper is also a black jumper. This one is from H&M and I saw it the other day and I walked past, and I've been seeing loads of jumpers with frills on their sleeves, which I love, and I was looking for a black one just because, I don't know, at the moment I'm wearing a lot of black, which is fine, I'm enjoying it. But this one has frilly sleeves, which is awesome. When I first wore it, she was like, what are you wearing? I'm like, look, okay, I've got frills on my arms. They are great. I've also been pairing this with mum jeans and it goes really well. And it's just a bit of a fun take on a normal black jumper, which I think is always really exciting. So yeah, this one's from H&M, other one's from Zara. There are some amazing finds on the high street at the moment, and I'm really, really enjoying going through some of the sale stuff. I also picked up these heels from French Connection. How pretty are they? They are suede at the back, and then they've got like a leather peep toe at the front. Steve and I are going to a party on Friday night and it's pretty dressy, and I was just looking for a standard black sandal that would go with anything basically. So these were reduced. They were 120 and when I bought them they were £42. I will put the link below, and if there are any left, they're super comfortable. Okay, so my last items are actually health related. Steve and I since Cape Town have been trying to eat a little healthier. At the end of last year when we were super busy, we just got into a crazy cycle of eating really bad stuff, and also when you're really tired and you get home late, you're like, what can I eat that's really quick? So we were the pasta buddies for a while. Now, however, we are trying to eat healthy and just kind of like reduce the amount of carbs that we're eating and increase the amount of vegetables and stuff like that. So every morning, or most mornings, I have been using, this is probably the weirdest thing that I've ever featured in favorites. So every morning I've been making a smoothie, which is the Gorgeous Green Smoothie Mix with spinach, mango, kiwi and kale. I got this from Waitrose. It's frozen, which means it's way cheaper than if you bought all of the ingredients at once in the fresh section. It is really tasty. You know, some green smoothies actually taste like salad. This one doesn't. I mean, you can still taste the spinach and the kale and all that kind of stuff, but it's really nice. I've also been mixing it with, there's a new yogurt which is like a coconut yogurt. So it's made from coconut milk and not dairy milk or cow's milk. And it is really tasty. So we've been mixing this and some almond milk and the coconut yogurt and making green smoothies every morning. And it's really tasty. So I'll put the link down below. Also Tesco's do it as well. But if you go to the frozen section, they've now cottoned on to the fact that people are making smoothies and they've made these mixes, which is awesome. Exercise-wise, I have been doing a lot of workouts by the Body Coach. In the UK, there's a guy called Joe Witt who has kind of blown up. He's done recipe books, and every week on his YouTube channel, he also does a workout. He's got loads on there at the moment, but they're HIIT workouts. So they're literally like, I think the shortest one is like 15 minutes, and then the longest one maybe is 25 minutes. But it's the perfect kind of exercise for me, especially if I don't want to go running out in the rain. It is something you can just do quickly in the morning or in the evening. And the other day I did one and I couldn't walk for 2 days, which, unless I was doing it crazy wrong, is a good thing, right? So yeah, it was really good, and I just feel like it's a really, like, if you're not as into exercise as I am, I kind of get this bit of like exercise anxiety where I'm like, I really know I should exercise, but I really, really, really don't want to. This is really good because you're like, in 50 minutes, I'm gonna have done all my exercise. So I will put the link down below to his videos. They're just a really good thing to do at home and kind of get you into a routine of doing more exercise as well. Okay, so I'm gonna share with you guys my favorite of December and January. I've been stalking shearling jackets probably since the beginning of November. And there are loads out there, and it is a bit of a kind of key item for this season. But I also feel like if you get a good enough shearling jacket, you'll have it for years. My mum still has her one that she bought in the 90s, and if you buy a good enough quality one, it's gonna last you. So Steve surprised me on Christmas Day and got me this shearling jacket from Reese, which is amazing. It's got a shearling collar, and then it's got these zip pockets which are on the end, and then shearling kind of zip sleeves. It's so warm, but also I think it's going to be great because obviously it doesn't get that warm in England till about July, so I think I can still wear it just with like lighter layers underneath. But I've worn this out on a couple of days in London, and it's been awesome because, you know, when you're shopping and you go from that transition of it's really, really cold outside to then it's boiling hot in the shop because they've put the heating up. I just cope really well with it, and it means that obviously you can just, it's a great outfit to wear all day. Also, it's great if you go out in the evening in it as well, because it's smart enough that you can wear it in the evening with no problems at all. So yeah, this is my favorites, and I've worn it probably every day since I got it. So yeah, thank you very much, Steve. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this month's favourites. I'm sorry it was quite a lot of them, but I hope you've enjoyed it anyway. Also, I hope you guys have had awesome weeks, and I will see you next week for another video. Goodbye!
You put that in.